Hi, good morning everyone. Hope you all are fine at home. Enjoy your days. Stay at home, stay healthy. Today we are going to find square root by long division method. Actually, for finding the square root, I already told you in previous lecture there are three methods: prime factorization method, long division method, and successive subtraction method. We don't use generally successive subtraction method, so we concentrate on here only two methods: prime factorization method and long division method. Last lecture we already explained you what is prime factorization method, for by which method you can find the square root. That method was prime factorization method, but today we have another method, that is long division method. Actually, why we use long division method and why we use prime factorization method? Actually, when you are going to find the square root of any number, square root of any number means if under the root, like here under the root, if our same number of pairs are there, so you can pick only one among that and that square root will be removed. Okay, but prime factorization only works for the small numbers, but if we have number bigger like that one, so for finding the prime factors of that particular number is very hectic work, so it takes a long time to solve. So we have another easiest method for finding the square root is how to find the square root by long division method. So there are some rules of that finding the long division method. Suppose I have a number 2,45,025. This number is there, and starting from the back, first rule is that you mark a line like that. Okay, and you mark left little bit space above here and here also above the line, because here you have to write the quotient here. So from the back you have to start making the pair of the numbers, like here this I mark with the circle 25, 50, 24. Make a line it here. Okay, so whatever, if it is a even number, so you have to make the pair like equal quantity. Like here I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 digits are there, so I make a pair like 25, 50, 24. Now here, now concentrate only 24. Now when you concentrate only 24, so you think about the perfect square of that number that is near about 24 but not crosses 24. If we check with 5, 5 fives are 25, so that crosses 24, we don't consider 5. Now here less number 5 is 4, 4 fours are 16, 16 is less than 24. We only choose that number here when we, what number we have to take here, that should be same number should be written in the quotient. So condition is that when you consider one number 4, when same number multiply with that number and same number is added for the next divisor. So here in the same level, so what you have to do, if you get the number 4 fours are 16 less than 24, then you write 16 here. Inside you have to subtract, outside you have to add 4. In this whatever divisor is written, only number is added in the last one place, in the last digit same number is added, and here same number is multiplied with this number. 4 fours are 16, you have to write here. When you add 4 in this, you get the next number 8. But when you write 8 for the next position, you leave a space for the next divisor here on the right side, because we need another number here to make the next divisor. So here in the first step, when we got 4 fours are 16, when you subtract 24 minus 16, you get answer in 8. Then you carry first next pair downward. Here you have to borrow total one pair that you have to mark, like here 8, 50. Then next is, now this whole number becomes, now this space is left there, so we think about the number again, which number should be here. When we multiply that whole number with that number, we get the number less than 850. So I got the 9. Okay, so 9 means in the same level you have to multiply 9 with 89, and here for the next divisor you have to add that 9 in this. 89 plus 9 become 98 for the next divisor, and leave the space on the right side for making the next divisor. Here also, then 4925, then 4, when you carry another one after subtraction, 4925, you got the exact 4925 when you multiply, when you take it here 5. So 1985 multiplied by 5, you will get 4925, but when you get add plus 5 will be the next divisor, 990. But here we have remainder is 0, so we leave at that space, and whatever number we added here we take ourselves, like here 9, we should 9 here, 9 nines are 81. So you multiply 9 with this whole number. Here again, when we thought about the next number, then we check with the first 3 4. Here we have to go with the hit and trial method. Like here, suppose you are taking 1 here, then you try to multiply 981 with the 1. So if number is less than, then you go move for the next number. Then you try for the 6, 986 multiplied by 6. Last digit multiplication should be C. Then if your number is greater than 4925, then you move back to the number with 5. So here when you are going to choose the number, that is according to the hit and trial method, means whatever number you have to multiply, and same number should be multiplied with this at this place, and same number should be multiplied for the next divisor. So that is the procedure for finding the square root by long division method if you have digit as even pair is given to you. Now suppose I have odd number of pair. Procedure is same, but pairing criteria will be different. Here again you have to, starting from the back, make a pair, two digits pair, but if digits are odd, then one digit is left in the front, then you make it a single digit. Then our next number is 2 2s are 4. If 2 2s are 4, you add, multiply 2 here, and 2 must be added for the next divisor, and leave the space on the right side for making the next divisor. Now here after subtraction we get 1, 38, next pair should be carry on downward, carry downward. So here, so I think the number, like first I multiply 4, we suppose to consider as 4 here, but when you multiply 44 into 4, you get the number greater than 138. We deemed number here that should be less than 138. So I got the number by hit and trial method 3. So 3 number, whatever number is multiplied should be also written in the quotient, and 43 into 3 multiplied by this position, and 43 plus 3 add for the next divisor. So here inside you have to subtract, outside you have to add, and here at that position you have to multiply the number. Similarly, same procedure, further repeat step whatever we have done in step 1, step 2, step 3 for the next numbers. Now if we have the decimal number, so how we distribute the pair for the decimal number? For if any question has decimal number is there, you concentrate on the decimal side. This is right side, this is left side. You start making the pair from the decimal of right side, starting from the decimal make the 2-digit pair, and left side also make the 2-digit pair. It means you should not cross this decimal sign, you have to go beyond. One pair is right side, one pair is left side. You make the pair like that. Here when you are going for the division, here suppose I have a number 53,250.1776. so here first I check for the 5, because this is only one pair left. 2 2s are 4 I found. Then if 2 is here written in the quotient, it means that number is multiplied by 2. For the next divisor, same number is added, like 2 plus 2 4, and leave the space for the next on the right side. Here 132. Now I check for the 3. When you multiply, if you are going to select a number 3, say same number should be written here 3, and when you multiply 43 into 3, so that number should be less than 132. Subtract the numbers, 3 is the remainder, 50 next pair carry on, and for the next divisor when you add same number 43 plus 3 that becomes 46 and leave the number for the next. Now here if I consider 461, if I take any number here, so that number whether it is 1 whether it is 2, all number becomes greater than 350. So in that case we write it here 0. So same root should be written it here 0. When you multiply 460 with 0 that becomes 0 0 0. Remainder is same 350 and carry downward next pair. Now here 0 is added it here, 460 written it here and make the space for the next number. Next number I hit and try, I have to find by hit and trial method. There is a 7. Now here 4607 multiply by 7 with what number we got it here, so that is less than 35,070. Okay, so here we multiply, outside we add for the next divisor and leave the space for the next number to finding the digit, to guessing the digit, or by hit and trial method what will be the number here. When we multiply whole number with that number should be less than this number. So by getting I got 6, so you add 6 here, you multiply 6 here, then you get the same number, your remainder is 0. So whatever quotient is written here, so that we write at the square of that particular number which we are going to find the square root of a number. Here is another option is there. If I have a decimal number like that 0.000361, procedure is same. You should not cross the decimal sign, make a pair according to that, and here like first pair is 0, so we multiply 0, you should be written it 0 before decimal. If decimal come here, you have to write the decimal sign here. Similarly, if here is 0, so 0 multiply 0 gives you 0, so here next pair is 0 3. Now here 0 0 and make the space for next one. So now here, because if it is 2 pair is already you get the 0, so you have to write a single 0 in the quotient. So here if the space is 1, so we consider as 1 because I have a number is 3. If I take 2 here, 2 2s are 4, that becomes greater than 3. So we need a number that is less than 3. So here I have only option 1. When you multiply 1 with the 1, you get 1, and when 1 is added, that gives you 2, and make the space for next number. Here 3 minus 1, 2, carry next pair 261, but when I check with 9 here, 29 multiplied by 9, that gives me 261. When you add for the next one, that is 38, but here our remainder is 0, so no need to go further. But what happened if after dividing we didn't get the 0 here? Like here, if I have a number 8.75, I make a pair like up to this, 2 2s are 4, procedure is same what we have done here. 2 is added for the next and 2 is multiplied for the same, and we subtract the number. So here next number is 9. When you multiply 49 by 9, you get 441, but here 34 is left after subtraction. When you add 9, that gives me 58, and make the space for the next number. Now here I have no further number. In that case, if you need a number for the decimal after decimal, because here I get the remainder 34. Now here 2 decimal is already there, so we are not allowed to directly cross the decimal. First I mark the decimal upward, then go with the next number 9. Now next number is 5. So here we need the another pair. If pair is not there and decimal is there, so you have to carry 2 zeros, not 1 0, because we are dealing with the pairs. So when you are going to carry another number, like in normal division you carry 0, but here you have to carry 2 0. So 3 4 3400, and when you multiply 585 into 5, that gives you number less than 3400, but when you add 5, so that gives you next divisor. Then make a space for the next number. Similarly you have to go further, but here when you go further you're taking carry again and again zeros, so it that goes endless. So in that case we round off this quotient up to two decimal places, so 2.958, 2.96, and we write approximate with that. So that means you have to go up to two decimal places. Similarly, if I have number 155.176849, so another easiest method is either you go with the decimal or either you remove the decimal by writing the 0, because after decimal there are 6 digits, so you write 1 with 6 0 at the downward. Now upward you have to go with the normal division, square division. After square division I get the number 12,457, and here you make the pair, that is become 1000 when you divide 12.457. Hope you enjoy this division method. Thank you.